Hello, my name is Matthias Cavodi. I'd like to welcome guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Excalibur and how I got into reading this particular comic book series because it took me a real long time to warm up to these guys. And when I was a kid, I didn't like Excalibur for the dumbest reason, and it was that there were too many female members on the team. Yeah, I was 9, okay, so don't judge me. It's like my logic is like I'm going to get the cooties because I'm reading a comic book with too many female members or something like that. It was just really stupid. So the first time I ever saw him was on one of these Marvel trading cards. This is from Marvel Series 1, but the main roster has always pretty much stayed the same. Nightcrawler, one of my favorite X-Men ever. Shadowcat too, really love her. Captain Britain, he's the heavy hitter on the team. Megan, it's like one of the few characters that I've never really liked or disliked. She's always sort of there, and it's like, okay. Sort of, she's overly naive sometimes. And Phoenix, Rachel Summers, which I think she's really awesome. So Marvel Series 1, Marvel Series 2, see the basic lineup never really changes, the core one. Marvel Series 3, we have a couple of additions here. Aki's always been around the team. Widget, Keelan, I think she's called Cersei, or something like that. I really hope I didn't mess up there. This is from Marvel Series 3. And the Jim Lee trading card series, which was awesome. So, this is the first Excalibur comic book that I ever got, 1991. And I was a real sucker, obviously. I saw this at my local comic book shop. I saw the X-Men battling Excalibur, and I thought to myself, I have to get on my hands on this. And it's sort of like a deceptive cover. And also this cover is a reference to a classic Excalibur cover, which is the first Excalibur one-shot. The sword is drawn, so you can see the similarities to this drawing here. Here, you can see it. So, what happens in this story? Seeing this advertisement here for Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure, I haven't seen the latest movie. I remember back when I was a kid, I really loved the 2 first movies. So that's something I have to do. Excalibur, X-Men have a get-together. For the longest time, Excalibur thought the X-Men were dead. Obviously, they're not. This comes after the whole extinction agenda. The X-Men come back in a real big way. This is around the time we have Jim Lee have put out X-Men #1. See some inconsistencies in the costume, like Jean Grey's not supposed to be wearing this costume anymore, but there's a reason for that. Advertisement that killed me was these Star Trek trading cards, because since the quarantine started, I've been watching every single Star Trek series and every episode. I'm probably halfway through, and I see these cards and they're totally hilarious. They might have ever remember seeing them at my local comic book shop, so they totally skipped over that particular comic book card collection. So we have this dude. He finds this like magic stone. He has plans in wanting to take over the world, absorbing some people's souls, transported to a prison, and the guy drops this stone, falls into the streets. A bunch of furniture becomes alive and starts attacking everything, and that's like sort of a classic thing with Excalibur. At least the first half of the run of Excalibur, it's like a lot of really weird and zany things would happen in this series. It was sort of like the whole idea of this series. Also, the team would like travel to other parallel dimensions where things were different, and there was like a very whimsical nature to the series. So this is like sort of a nod to that, and that from this point on, sort of Excalibur gets folded in more into the X-Men side of the Marvel. Like they're like an X-Men team, part of the mutant side of the Marvel universe. But after this point on, they're going to be more involved in mutant things. Both teams team up to fight this homicidal furniture, and we discover after a weird conversation between Colossus and Phoenix, that goes wrong, that the X-Men are actually werewolves. I remember when I was a kid, I was like, what? I felt cheated. It's like, no, they're not the real X-Men. Who are these guys? And I didn't understand the whole thing with werewolves, but and especially werewolves make their first appearance in the first couple of stories, Excalibur stories. So they're classic Excalibur villains. They have been sent by Mojo to hunt down and capture Phoenix. So that's what they're trying to do here. But they're sort of messed up because the bodies they actually use real people and they put their skin on. So when they do that, they kill those people. And so they're like really messed up villains. They almost capture Rachel Summers. They almost get away, but thankfully they are stopped. And this is my first Excalibur start. That didn't get me hooked. I got on board a little bit further down the line. After the Age of Apocalypse, that's when I started collecting this particular comic book series. I had every issue up until the last one. No, I never got the last one. For some reason, that issue never came out here in Argentina where I live. So, hope you guys like this video and see you guys next time. Bye.